Welcome back to Metals, Money, and Markets. We're at August 3rd. For MiningClips.com, Rob Goodman, and as always, Mickey Fulp, the Mercenary Geologist, will run through this. Okay, make it good economic data, some tariffs overweighing the market here, but overall, not a whole lot of volatility. Let's start off in gold. We're a higher dollar, metals off.
Well, many metals are at or near their year-over-year lows this week. Gold actually went down to a low of 1204 this morning before it rebounded to 1214. And really that was, I think, because the jobs number did not come in as high as expected. Down 0.7% on the week. Silver continues to drop 15.39, down 0.5%. That's a multi-year low. Platinum lost $1, closed at 8.29. Palladium lost $15, down 1.6%, and that has to do with really the trade tariffs, which has really affected all industrial metals.
And wrapping up, copper gave back the gain from the week prior.
It did, and once again, this is the trade tariff talk. It closed at 276, down 8 cents, almost a 3% loss on the week. And this is despite Escondida going out on strike, other strikes pending in Chile, which could take off as much as 15% of world production. The markets are apparently ignoring all this, although of encouragement, it's now only second month in backwardation. It's been 6 or 7 months in backwardation for nearly the last month. Massive amounts of speculative trades yesterday on the COMEX. So quite a lot of volatility expected in the copper market going forward. But at 276, there's a lot of world production that's losing money. Also of interest to anybody involved in the base metals would be that Baltic Dry Index, which is a leading economic indicator, is very near its 12-month high.
And head over to the energy markets, relatively flat markets here.
Yeah, once again, we have this tug of war going on between positive news and negative news. Rig count was down 4 in the U.S. That doesn't amount to a hill of beans, really. OPEC production is up as expected, plus the trade wars, tariff talk, whatever you want to call it, that is weighing negatively on the oil market. By the same token, positive indicators are strong demand and continued supply disruptions in some of the more third world countries of oil production, and most of those are OPEC nations. So all in all, pretty flat week. Oil closed at 68.59. What is that? Down about 25 cents on the week.
Yeah, head over to these currency markets here where the dollar closed above 95, but the loonie defied logic and ran with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that is. Loonie was up 0.6%, closed at 77. Dollar, as you mentioned, broke through 95 over the last couple of days. We'll see if it can stick there. Closed at 95.18. This has been major resistance. We'll see what happens next week. And of course, with the dollar up, euro went down a little bit below $1.16 for a 0.7% loss on the week.
And heading over to these currency markets, these equities markets here, we finally have a $1 trillion valuation with Apple, but relatively flat week here, up a little bit. Nice rally today, I guess.
Yeah, the Dow closed at 25,462, gained 11 points. That's a 0% gain. S&P 500 working its way up into steady levels in the 2,800s, approaching the all-time record right now. And that was probably largely driven by Apple. It was up 28.39, 0.7% gain. And the NASDAQ, where Apple was actually listed, closed at 78.09 for almost a percent gain. Very low volatility. The unemployment numbers were good at 3.9%. Jobs report was not as good as expected, although we continued to add well over 150,000 jobs. So It's the summer doldrums, low volume, low volatility. It's encouraging that the markets were up.
And, of course, wrapping up with the venture here, the trend continues.
Yep, 4 weeks of 52-week lows. 702 is what it finished at. It got below 700 briefly today for a 5% loss. Interestingly enough, about a quarter of the volume every day this week was one speculative venture in Newfoundland. Drilled a couple of holes in a quartz vein that hit bonanza grades. Sprott came in at the early part of the week and put $3 million into it, and this thing went from 5 cents to 41 cents. Sprott money went in at 15 cents. They bid it up and it closed at 41 cents today. So volumes are up, but it was all one company. And get this for a symbol: SIC, SIC.
Almost like someone knows something that we don't. Okay, Mickey. Appreciate the insight as always. Enjoy your weekend.
All right. Thanks a lot, Rob.